Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody.
There we go.
How are y'all today?
I'll speak a little more. You can come over. I'll try to get this hair on my forehead.
Hey, guys. Good to see you.
Hello.
We're just a little bit early today.
Just a little bit. Free Comic Book Day 2008. Yes, I've been around that long.
Longer than that.
Yeah, I was around. I was selling comic books when the very first Free Comic Book Day came around. So
he's old.
I am.
He's old.
But anyway,
hey, it's an Archie comic. You want to read about it?
I will. Unfortunately, no video. I don't understand. But this is the first of typically Archie has been doing one shots with all their horror stuff. This is actually a 3-issue miniseries, and it's what they call their premium event. The covers are on cardstock, so it's better cover paper. Those are the words in the right order. And it sounds really cool. In a world overrun with demons, Archie Andrews is on a quest to cleanse Riverdale of all wicked kind. Harnessing the destructive power of a captive fiend, he will have to destroy corrupted and possessed versions of the people closest to him. Questioning his own morality and forced to make difficult sacrifices, are Archie's efforts truly good or the work of pure evil? Traverse the most horrifying version of Riverdale yet in the first Archie Premium event.
Jaylee.
So I am really. They got a Jaylee cover, so I'm hooked. I am really.
Well, you're hooked. If it was Archie, I don't think they would have to have a Jaylee cover. You'd still get it.
Okay, you're right, but still, the Jaylee cover upped the ante for me. I am very, very curious to see how this plays out.
I thought there were just 3. There's 4. This is Rico Murakami. There's a creepy thing behind him. Is it him? Is it creepy him?
Yeah, no, it's creepy something. We can't really tell what it is.
Ash is back. Army of Darkness Forever, issue 8. This is a special order.
Oh,
what happened to our special order thing? We used to have a special order. I would tap you and you would put it up there.
I don't have a mouse I can use, so I can't.
Oh, I see. Back issue featuring.
That's why we got 2 of them. That is an awesome.
Yes, and who is that?
Death and Morpheus over there. Kelly Jones. Nice.
Dreams and Nightmares issue. So, Batman, the first night. Issue number
3, I think.
3 of 3. So this finishes off this little micro series for Batman, the first night. It's an interesting cover. Looks like, is he wearing shorts?
Kind of looks like it in that picture, yeah. I'd have to say probably is not, but yeah, it does look like it.
Shorts over top of pants. So he's doing the whole Superman wearing his underwear on the outside.
Yeah,
thing.
He definitely is. Alrighty then.
More Batman. This is Batman Superman World's Finest, number 27.
That is a busy cover.
This book is just going strong. This is Jeff DeCall.
That's who?
Jeff DeCall, variant cover.
DeCall.
What do you think I said?
I wasn't sure.
I was yawning in the middle of it, so it didn't come out clear. But I did say DeCall. In that instance, I know that's what I said.
Oh, I didn't question it. It made perfectly good sense.
Black Widow Hawkeye. Issue number 3.
With
I just got an alarm telling me it's time to start our video. That's funny. Hey, Blood Hunt is back. It's number 2.
Number 2. I'm curious to see where this goes.
Yes.
I was very surprised how well Blood Hunt number 1 sold. We still have first printings. They're, of course, doing second printing. We are, unfortunately, out of that cover, the red band cover for number 1. I don't expect the red bands for number 2 to last very long, so I strongly suggest if you want a copy.
Come on in and get it.
Or
David Baldiong has done the Fangs variant.
Or go on Comic Hub and order it tonight. I don't understand the Fangs covers.
There's a Peach Momoko variant.
That is nice. I like that. But it's Momoko. But
E.M. Gist. And I didn't write down who it was. Sorry.
Oh, that's the Delotto, I believe it is, connecting cover. 1 in 10.
That would explain why it was in the box to have a label, but didn't get a label made for it.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing the connecting cover only as the one. Well, I mean, they do, I think, a 1 in 100, which is an all art connecting cover.
So, of course, with our summer events, Marvel always does lots of tie-ins and lots of little mini series. And this is a parental advisory, not for kids miniseries, Union Jack, the Ripper.
Yeah, it's interesting play on Union Jack, the character, and Jack the Ripper, combining the two.
It's number 1 of a 3-issue microseries. Union Jack paints the UK red as vampires inherit the earth. One lone man has made it his mission to protect it. But what does Joey Chapman, Union Jack, have up his sleeves? And will it be enough? And who will Union Jack have to face to keep London from falling? Kevon Scott and Kev Walker bring you on a Union Jack story like you've never seen before.
I'm curious to see how this plays out.
We also have a new number 1 from Image Comics that is Blood Squad 7. After 30 years, the brand is back. 30 years ago, they were America's premier celebrity superhero team, seen on television, on tabloid magazine covers, scoring $1 million endorsement deals. They were everywhere. Now, a new generation takes up the mantle, or perhaps the poisoned chalice, fulfilling a promise made decades ago to be the heroes that a fractured America needs.
I like the variant cover there. Unfortunately, I don't know much about this book. I'm curious to see what.
Yeah, this would have been seemed like one to have a video for. Seemed like that would have been a good.
Yeah, I looked everywhere thinking that somebody, either Image or the writer or somebody would, but I couldn't find anything.
Blow Away is on issue number 2. And we have a variant cover by Tyler Boss. Issue 1 was interesting.
I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, it's interesting to find out what happens next. You know, when you're on a mountain side and watch somebody get murdered.
Oh,
right. Not a good thing.
No,
then Annie Wu did the full art 1 in 10.
Annie who?
Annie Wu.
Oh.
Woo woo. Yes, that's what your phone said. Blue Book is back. Michael Omig.
Oh, that was short. I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh, what was I going to say? Number 4. We have a new number 1 from Dark Horse Comic called The Butcher's Boy.
Deep within the back roads of the Pacific Northwest, an entire town fell victim to the brutal cleaver of the Butcher of La Perdida. But that was more than 100 years ago, and in that time, the generational nightmare of murder and meat has been reduced to morbid clickbait folklore for bored travelers to share online. And yet some say the butcher still haunts the streets at night, seeking fresh meat for his larder. A true Lovecraftian horror? Or just the feverish dreams of a mentally unstable serial killer? 6 friends on a road trip are about to find out. I am definitely wanting to read this one. Really, again, upset they didn't have a video for us. It sounds definitely interesting.
Catwoman is on issue number 65. And apparently, Catwoman's back from the dead because, you know, it's 9 Lives part 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Catwoman, I think...
Pablo Villalobos variant cover is quite sexy.
Has some of the best covers of any book that doesn't sell well.
And this is Ratchet Lynn.
And I am a sucker for Ratchet Lynn. I don't know what a Ratchet Lynn is, where they came from, but I am just an absolute sucker. That's my new Momoko.
Yeah, it's both. Alex Horry has done the A cover for Conan the Barbarian. And of course, he has also done a full art version of it. And it's what number was it? 11. Time for our first facsimile of the day. This one's from DC. It's Crisis.
This is number 3, the foil version. Each issue has a regular version and a foil version.
The second best superhero comic book in the universe is back with issue number 2. It's Critter from Antarctic Press. We also have from Danny, D-Prog, number 3. And Destiny New York, the Mystical Mafia is back with issue number 3.
Remember that from last week? We got it from one publisher, one distributor last week, and a different distributor this week.
Oh, was it last week's?
Yep. Gotta love the comic book industry.
Dudley Dotson and the Forever Machine, issue 2. Did you read Dudley Dotson? Did you read the first one?
I did. I love the first one.
I did not get to read the first one.
The first one was very good. I was kind of surprised by the end, by what the controlling person factor, whatever was. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good. Looking forward to reading number 2.
Okay, well, I have to read number 1 then, because you really, really enjoyed it. Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft.
Why not?
Yeah, if you're going to be the queen of horror, I guess you should hang out with the king of horror. That is not cover A. That's cover A. Feral is back with issue number 3. Trish Forstner and Tony Fleeks did the variant cover there. And the 1 in 10 is also by Tony Fleeks and Trish Forstner. Jenny Frison has done the 1 in 25, which I think is
typical. Jenny Frison is awesome.
Sweet, which is hard to be, but it is. It's creepy sweet. And then the full art is, well, it's not full art. It's the unlockable variant, which is a pencil sketch.
Actually, this was not the unlockable. This was a surprise thank you variant.
Well, that is what it says. And this is the 3rd print for number 1.
This is a really good book. I've enjoyed the first 2 very, very much.
So if you missed out on number 1, I think we
still have
first prints.
Yeah.
But now the 3rd print is out, which I love when they do the horror movie homage poster variants. Yeah.
This is actually Tony Fleek's week. He's got Feral, he's got Local Man, and there's a 3rd book of his out this week.
Oh, maybe we should have said with Tony Fleeks.
No, I thought, yeah, and see, these are things.
But we don't have him.
These are things I meant to do ahead of time. With Tony Fleek's week. But unfortunately, I remember these things after the fact.
Well, we didn't have Tony Fleeks. He's not here, so it couldn't be with Tony Fleeks.
That's Tony Fleek's week, not Tony Fleeks. No, but with Tony Fleek's week. Because it is Tony Fleek's week.
I think this goes to somebody, but yes, it does. That was issue 8, by the way. Cobra Commander, Andrea Milana did the cover A, number 5, and Matteo Santalucci did the variant cover there. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, Juan Ferreira has done the A cover. And Salvador LaRocca has done the B cover.
The Hood now possesses the spirit of vengeance.
Alan Scott Green Lantern is on issue number 6. Fatina Wage, I don't know. And then
cover, though.
Mateus Mahanini.
That one's really, really nice.
Continuing the Green Lantern universe, we have Montos's Green Lantern War Journal, issue number 9. And Mike Perkins and Mike Spicer did a variant cover, which the creepy alien coming out of the galaxy cloud is kind of
like a
badass. Yeah. Like he's got fingers and ears and eye.
Like a demon galaxy.
It's
Hmm?
17 for issue for Grimm. Sorry, I lost track. I didn't understand what the was for. Skylar Patridge did the B cover for Grimm. And then the 1 in 10 is a different coloring of that cover.
I really enjoyed Grimm when early on. I need to try to catch up somehow.
The Holy Roller is on issue 6 of 9. And John Constantine, Dead in America, issue number 5.
This is also number 1 was really good for this.
And Steven Subic. This is going to be a 9-issue series.
Not expecting much of this series, but number 1 was really, really
is that
solid.
Swamp Thing?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like a gargoyle, doesn't it? With the thing in the background.
Excuse me. I don't think the thing in the background is supposed to be anything having to do with the character. I think that's just something in the background.
No, but doesn't it make it look?
Yeah,
like
it does. It looks like it's a wing or something.
And then this, the back over here looks like a tail.
Yeah.
This over here.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Godzilla kind of esque looking thing. Anyway, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. Speak of the devil.
This is issue 7 of 7. The Smash 7-issue miniseries.
This finishes off Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair. And then Dan Mora. And then this really super awesome Christian Deuce Kong as Green Lantern foil variant cover.
That's fun.
That is really sweet. I will give them to you to show the foil.
You can tell it's foil because it reflects the screen really, really well.
Yeah. But I love the green glow in the foil. That's just a really cool idea. If there was any superhero that should be foiled, it's Green Lantern, because the green glowy stuff was really good. Hey, so you were talking about this book. Hey, look, it's Local Man. Tony Fleeks and Tim Seeley. I
cannot recommend this book highly enough. This is just a really solid real world superhero book.
And Tim Seeley and Pasaglana. Pasalugwai? I don't know. But remember, Local Man.
Every issue, every book
is a flip book.
You get a different cover. You get an image, a retro image cover on the backside. Is it the same retro image on all 3? Or
it is not.
There's essentially 6 covers.
So this one has the retro image. I don't think it's the same cover on the back. No, that one is the same cover.
Okay.
Is that one? I don't think that one is. Hang on, let's check.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is the same retro cover on the back.
So the same retro cover on the back, because that's a whole lot easier than making a different cover all the time. I get that. But I strongly recommend Local Man if you haven't given it a try.
Man's Best, issue number 3. I
enjoyed number 1. I haven't had a chance to read number 2.
I have, and I have read number 3 because I was waiting anxiously to find out what would happen to Lucky, and it's really good, and it's very confusing, and I really want to know what's happening. I need to read number 4. Jun Jin Yoon. Yep, the 1 in 25 is by Paula Gashu. And then Jesse Lonergan, the 1 in 25.
Show how that one and the cover A are simpatico. They kind of, sort of, I'm not saying they actually are one image, they kind of, sort of play off one another. It's really hard to see in the glare.
It is. So there's the A, and then there's the B. And there's the A, and there's the B. Those are important in the story. Okay. Anyway, Misfortune Dies, Ava Cabrera, the A cover.
That's the 1 per store, not the 1 in 25.
What did I say?
You said
yes.
1 in 25.
Whatever. And Ivan Fiorelli.
The first issue of Misfortune Dies was really, really good. I haven't gotten a chance to read number 2 yet, but
2 was good. I hadn't read number 1, but I went ahead and tried number 2 to see what it would be like, and it was good. So I'm gonna read number 3 and we'll see how it goes. Moon Man.
I realize I don't say a lot more.
Number 1 is back with a 3rd printing.
It was really, really good, but I just don't want to take up too much time giving you my reviews of comics. If people want to watch a show of me doing that, then I'll be more than happy to entertain the idea. But
no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, actually, I would. We need to do more videos, but I don't. I'm not here, so I can only do so many.
He's not fond of being in front of the camera. Don't let him
Oh, I
fool you.
hate being in front of the camera, and I hate talking.
Nightwing, issue number 114. Dan Mora, Daniel Sampri, and Alejandro Sanchez.
That's a very fun cover. I like how they use his
Mountains.
costume to make the background, the foreground in this case.
Oh, excuse me. I can't stop. Shane Connery Volk has done the A cover to Nottingham number 12, as well as the B cover, which is the black and white of his book. I think that goes somewhere. So I was really curious. So I read Pooh versus Bambi number 2. Because I just had to.
You didn't read number
I didn't
1,
read
right?
number 1. I read number 2 while I was checking them in. This is one of the ones I did, mostly because of this cover here.
Which I presume has little to nothing to do with the book, right?
Tigger.
She's a character in the book?
Not yet. No, that's why I read it, to see if Tigger was in it. She's not, but that's why I read it. Because I want to see.
So what is the book about?
Genetically engineered, maybe giant bear, talking bear, and a deer, and
Okay, sure, why not? Okay,
Piglet's a chick. I'll give you that one.
okay.
Piglet's a chick. But yeah.
That's what happens when things come into the public domain.
It's
Folks.
weird.
It gets weird.
It's weird, but I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 120.
Here's on a half shell, right?
No,
No. Oh.
there's no half shells in Power Rangers.
That's what their costumes are, half shell. Well, I guess they're full shells. So here's on a full shell? I don't know.
Predator, The Last Hunt is on issue number 4. Do I know how many? No. I don't know if that's the last one or not. I think it's 6.
Oh, see, I was going to say, I feel like 4 is probably it.
Rick and Morty, Kingdom Balls.
Someday I should watch a Rick and Morty cartoon. I probably won't.
And then it's time for our number 2 of the week.
And if you bought number 1, you get a free copy of number 2. So don't forget that.
And we still have copies of number 1,
We
so
do.
you can get
still come
you
in.
buy
and
number 1 and get number 2 free, and just read them both together.
Yep.
It is Rook Exodus, and Jason Fabak and Brad Anderson did the B cover.
Did you ever get around to it?
I did not.
It's dystopian, so
I need to, and that was
unfortunately it
I need
was
to.
of the 3 Geiger. Or
This
the
is on my
3
list of things to read tonight.
3 Ghost Machine books that came out the week this Redcoat and Geiger number 1 all came out. This was my least favorite, so that's why I really wanted you to read it to give a counterpoint. Since it's dystopian, it's already got at least one notch in your favor.
It does.
But anywho,
Sam and Twitch Case Files. We had a talk with Todd McFarlane, and Sam and Twitch is in the Spawn universe that they are creating, but Spawn is not in it. This is a detective story in the Spawn universe. So there are people in tights in the world. They're just not in this story.
yeah, Todd's planning on doing all sorts of different genres, I guess, inside the Spawn universe. Right. So they're at least, somewhat tied to Spawn in that, he's in the universe, and certainly he could appear. I mean, Sam and Twitch got their start in the Spawn comic itself way back when. So, anywho,
this is their detective story.
Reggie, I don't know if he is, but
he does.
Okay.
That one too, I think, isn't it?
No.
Sanction. It's time for a new number 1. This is a number 1 of a 5-issue miniseries from Mad Cave Studios.
Leningrad, 1987. When a woman's corpse is discovered on New Year's Day, a hungover detective, Pavel Smirnov, hands off the case to his partner, Detective Boris Dimitrovich, hoping he'll close it without a fuss. Instead, Dimitrovich uncovers a connection to an old, unsolved crime, dragging them both into an investigation that puts their careers, and possibly their lives, at risk. You know, I'm just going to say that it seems kind of lazy writing to me to have a hungover character named last name Smirnoff. Of all the Russian names that aren't vodka, the hungover guy is named vodka. Just seemed kind of.
I mean, it's a family name. That's why.
I know it's a last name in Russia, but I'm just.
Hey, look, it's turtles versus more turtles.
Heroes on a Half Shell.
Those are the Heroes on a Half Shell.
See, I got it.
Saturday Morning Adventures, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 13. And there's a cover by Ramona Rosanovas featuring April back there in the corner.
Yeah.
Cowabunga, dude. The Sensational She-Hulk is on issue number 8. And Terry Dotson did the black costume variant, which is actually quite sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And Andreas Garrelette.
Sure.
Isn't she standing? She's sitting through the windshield, is what it looks like to me.
It does kind of look like that. I mean, I guess the line of the windshield you can see goes behind her, or it doesn't come across in front of her because of the shadow. I guess because of her skirt.
It looks like she's sitting through the windshield.
Yeah. Her skirt should have been higher or lower, one of the two, or the windshield higher or lower.
I mean, I guess if you look at it up close, you can definitely see that the windshield is behind her. But yeah, there's all those dots on the pants makes it look like.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost negative space kind of situation with the windshield. So
Something is Killing the Children, number 37. Can you guess what?
I said I love children.
That is not what you said. Can you guess what other book I read this week?
Something is Killing the Children, number 37.
I did. I read this one. I love it. Now they are doing flashbacks, so it's like previous stories in Erica's history, but it is super, super cool. And this is an awesome cover.
That is very much an awesome cover.
And since it is the 5th anniversary, they are doing foil covers, spot foils, to celebrate.
I'll take your word.
That is cool.
I mean, it is cool, but I don't know what's foil.
It's foil, the gold foil.
Oh, is it?
It's foil of previous covers.
You know, you can see the reflections. You can see that it's foil.
Yeah, it's really super, super cool.
That is really fun looking at it in real life.
Yeah. Trevor Hersey.
Oh, now I
has
got
done
the
a
picture
full
too.
art.
Okay, so that's the sword. That's her face. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah, it's definitely negative space.
See, now that I can see it, I can like, oh yeah, that. Before I was like, okay, it's just like.
No, it's super
blotches.
Sweet. It's super sweet.
It is.
It's super sweet. There is a 1 in 25 of that super cool cover. I'm trying to figure out why they're both 1 per store. One of them is not a 1 per. One of them's
a thank you, and one of them's a surprise.
This one's okay. Yes,
that's the unlockable, and that's the surprise.
Okay, this is the 1 per store. Sorry, I wrote on the back secret surprise variant, but that's not what this says. It says retailer appreciation. Oh, because he didn't use what I wrote on the back. He used what it says in Comic Hub, which is never right. It's the secret surprise thank you variant from Boom Studios, 1 per store.
One is an unlockable that we knew we ordered, and the other one is
Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider.
A surprise one that we didn't know was coming.
Pablo Villalobos. And hey, you need to read because this is a new number 1 from Marvel Comics.
Give me 1 second.
Trapped in the 616 for good. Welcome to New York. Gwen truly becomes a ghost spider when she moves full-time to the universe where Gwen Stacy died years ago. But why did she leave Earth 65? Why aren't the other spiders supposed to know she's here? Why isn't she supposed to suit up? And who will get hurt when she does?
All I know is it's got a really awesome Jenny Frison cover.
And we have a video.
Oh, that's right. We do have a video.
Other mouse.
No mouse.
We also have a foil cover, guys.
Welcome to Marvel TLDR, presented by Noah Sterling. This is the series where we break down Marvel's greatest stories so you can jump right in and read the original adventures. Today's story is Spider-Gwen. Alright, so for this story, we are in alternate universe mode. That means the Marvel Universe as you know it is totally different. Gwen Stacy is alive, Daredevil is evil, and the Punisher works for the police. But J. Jonah Jameson is the same fear-mongering blowhard he's always been, because apparently that's a multiversal constant.
Spider-Woman? How can we expect a woman to handle all the powers and abilities of a spider? Why, if she were Spider-Man, I wouldn't be complaining. No, sir.
Spider-Woman is Gwen Stacy, an average teenager who is bitten by the radioactive spider instead of Peter Parker. Now she's the one who uses amazing spider powers to fight crime. Gwen also just has the coolest costume, with a physics-defying hood that miraculously always stays on her head when she's swinging around. Gwen's nerdy boyfriend Peter Parker got tired of being bullied and turned himself into the Lizard, resulting in his death. Because of a misunderstanding, everyone thinks Spider-Woman killed him, and now the police are after her, including her own dad, Captain Stacy. But on one fateful day, Gwen saves her dad's life from one of the Kingpin's superpowered henchmen. She reveals her secret identity to her dad, at which point he decides to lay off her a bit.
Hey, Foggy, so I was thinking, Spider-Woman, maybe not a menace that needs to be captured?
Oh, don't worry, George. The mayor won't ask you to catch her anymore.
Oh, that's great, Foggy. Tell him I appreciate it. I really do.
He's asking the Punisher to go after her instead.
Well, that's just fine and dandy. Wait, what?
Later, the Vulture flies around wreaking havoc across the city. Gwen calls out the Vulture with some rather impolite graffiti. The Vulture tosses Gwen out of the sky, but she survives by falling into a garbage barge. The Vulture is working for Matt Murdock, who is the Kingpin's lawyer and right-hand man. Under Matt's orders, the Vulture attacks Captain Stacy in his own home, but the Captain shoots the Vulture and he flees. Gwen chases the Vulture and captures him.
Yes! I win! Take that, you old man with the bullet wound. Oh, wow. I do not feel good about this.
Punisher time!
Yes, I did it! I finally captured a teenage girl who was half my size. Wow, I do not feel good about this.
Yoink!
And this is only the beginning of Gwen's troubles. Soon enough, she'll have to deal with the Kingpin, the Lizard's return, S.H.I.E.L.D. adding her to their wanted list, and worst of all, teen drama with her band. TLDR, if you're the only superhero in an alternate universe who has their own comic book, every problem is your problem. Thanks for watching this video. Read the original Spider-Gwen comics on Marvel Unlimited.
It's not stopping. Why is it not stopping?
I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
Well, stop hitting the wrong button.
There we go. So a brief history of Gwen Stacy, now in the 616.
Not a variant. Not a vampire.
Not a vampire, no, but
At least not right now.
we still have
She
the
could be
homage.
because they are in the middle of Blood Hunt. So
the homage cover.
and then we have another surprise variant. This one is from Marvel. One per store. Pretty super awesome.
Oh, I didn't show you that, so you can see it better. That is.
Oh yes, we gave him the foil. So
that is
could...
foil.
Hey, did you know ASM was on issue number 50? Again, it seemed like a book that they could do a video about. If I was on number 50, I think I would.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a really big happening in this issue.
Legacy issue 944. But, it's Greg Capullo's variant cover there. John Tyler Christopher did the negative space, which is really super good.
Actually, negative space.
It is actually negative space. So we have lots of spiders. We also have the Spectacular Spider-Men, issue number 3. Where in the blazes are we, wall crawler? Well, we came from the street. So, and this seems like a sewer. So offhand, I'd say we're smack dab in the middle of the Vermin War.
Okay. I wonder what the original text is. I presume that they put those there because they were on the original
And
cover.
Steven Segovia. But hey, we're not done yet because we also have Superior Spider-Man, issue number 7. And this Humberto Ramos is quite interesting. I don't think Superior Spider-Man was a Spider-Boy. But,
Yeah, I don't really know why, but it's Ramos, and I like Ramos.
We also have Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, issue number 3.
You weren't lying when Spiders Galore.
And it's Jan Balzuda's Stormbreaker variant cover. I mean, he's also
Not a spider, right?
Spirit of Vengeance. He is. He's Superior Spider-Man, but also as
With the cloth. I didn't really see a cloth foot and a tail. It's
it
more
does.
like Nightwing.
It does look
Night-
not Nightwing,
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. It does because he has a tail and everything.
Yeah, I don't. I think.
But
Yeah, that's one of.
Nightcrawler is the Superior Spider-Man, isn't he? Isn't that
No.
the deal?
No, not the symbiote. Not this. No.
I-
I think that's just Marvel using their. Let's just throw a cover on a book because we got it. That's how Marvel does their variants.
It's a super sweet cover.
Yeah, no, it is.
Star
It really
Wars issue number 46. And we
is.
have
Trial
the
of. I think it's Lando Calrissian.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Master and Apprentice. What did it say?
The trial of Lando Calrissian something.
Deliberations.
Wonder what we're trying Lando for.
Superhumanity, Volume 1, Issue 3 is up this week.
The Super Australians.
More House of Brainiac. This is part 4 from Superman, number 14. And this Carla Cohen is a sweet cover.
It is very sweet. I guess it's supposed to be
Not Gwen Stacy.
Lois
No,
Lane, but
Lois
it does
Lane.
not look like Lois Lane to me.
It says Lois Lane on her tag.
Does it? Okay. Well, the art that I was looking at when I ordered it, I couldn't see that. But it doesn't look like Lois Lane to me.
Immortal Thor is on issue number 11.
It looks like
This is Rob Liefeld. No, it's Arthur Adams.
Summer Glau.
Arthur Adams.
The river from
It does
Firefly.
Kinda,
That's what I thought it looked like.
it does kind of.
Interesting Arthur Adams cover there.
Thundercats! Thundercats is back with issue number 4. We got some variant covers here. We've got, what are you looking at?
Oh, it's apparently
Lucio Perillo.
a God's tie-in.
Oh. Declan Shavely. I might have to read that one. Ben Oliver.
That's a fun cover.
I don't know the Thundercats. What is the thing that they say? Thundercats go? I think it's Thundercats go.
I don't know from Thundercats.
Yeah. I think it's Thundercats go.
I'm of a certain age. There's most of these Thundercats, Transformers, Power Rangers
Titans.
got nothing. I got no idea.
Well, you knew about the Turtles, right?
Well,
Did you not watch Turtles?
no, I never watched Turtles, but I know,
Heroes in a Half Shell.
yeah,
Turtle Power.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, everybody knows that, but
And
But no, I've never-
Thundercats is Power of Grayskull is Master of the Universe.
But
I think it's Thundercats go.
that's another one that
If I am wrong, please in the comments below tell me what is the call for Thundercats. I think it's Thundercats go, but I could be wrong. Lucas Mayer design variant for Titans number 11. Carlo Pagliani, Jason Paz, and Elmer Santos variant cover of the group.
it's a really fun group shot.
Hey, speaking of Transformers, robots in disguise.
Turtle Power.
Transformers.
No.
That is a fourth printing. What is that? That is 5th printing of
They
number
just
2.
keep printing and printing and printing.
And this is a 3rd printing of number 4. Ultimate Black Panther, we have a 4th printing of number 1.
which was a very good book. I read the only Ultimate book I've managed to read so far is Black Panther number 1. It was really good.
And a blank sketch variant for Ultimate Black Panther number 1.
Fourth
printing. You can get your Ultimate Black Panther drawn by whoever you like. But it is also time for issue number 4 from Ultimate Black Panther. Raza has done a variant cover.
Very fun cover.
Boss Logic has done the Ultimate Special variant.
Very, very fun cover.
And
Those are the bad guys.
okay. This is the 1 in 25, I believe. part of the stuff that didn't print last night.
Very, very strange cover, but I like it a lot.
Keep that to the side, please, so I can make a label for it. Void Rivals. I think that's the second print, isn't it? Yes, this is a 7th printing of number 2.
Like I said.
And then this is number 9.
First printing.
And Ricardo Lopez Ortiz did the variant cover
Of the first printing
of number 9. So we have a 9th printing of number 2.
And a first printing of number 9. And a variant cover.
And then we have number 2 of When the Blood Has Dried. Did you read number 1 of that?
I did not.
I didn't either. Can't tell you anything else about it. Sorry. You'll have to read it and tell us. Post in the comments below. And then it's time for a new number 1. That's right. Francesco Francavilla has done the A cover to White Boat.
From Distillery. New series debut from the acclaimed team behind Detective Comics and Night of the Ghoul comes a modern horror classic. White boats are the mega yachts that the super rich use to traverse the globe floating. Okay, sorry. Let's try that again. White boats are the mega yachts that the super rich use to traverse the globe floating islands where your every desire can be fulfilled. And getting invited on board one should be a dream come true. That is until the crew traps and transports you to a remote island where secret cults have existed for millennia, working on something called the Human Project. Does the white boat ship you to paradise or sink you into hell on earth? White Boat reunites Scott Snyder, the visionary writer who redefined comic book dread with witches and introduced Batman into a terrifying cerebral era, with the modern noir master Francisco Francavilla for a white-knuckle descent into Lovecraftian maritime madness. For fans of Hereditary, The Host, the Jurassic Park, and The Island of Dr. Moreau. That's like the 3rd book this week that's had Lovecraft references.
It is. We could have said that possibly.
But
I like how this is a super exclusive one per store. Not even every store got it. You had to jump through hoops to do it, to get it. But you see the boat is white, right? Mm-hmm. So the boat is literally negative space. Blank sketch variant.
That's fun. I like that. That was well done.
That's the blank sketch variant. Yeah, I think that's really super cool. All right, we'll pull in the last handful of comics out of the box here, guys. It's time for Wonder Woman, number 9. Stepan Sejic. Julian Tedesco.
Wonder Woman, also super hot covers.
Yeah, I like the jacket. I like that. That's fun. Then we go to the Wrong Earth, Dead Ringers. Jamal Ingle. This is number 2 of the 5-issue series. All right, it's time for X-Men 97. We have a second printing of number 2.
Just to jump back real quick, that would have made an awesome fall cover.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would be sweet. And Todd Knock has done the cover for number 3. We also have Greg and Tim Hildebrandt Jubilee Marvel Masterpieces limited trade dress.
Really nice Jubilee there.
And then a super, super cool Rian Gonzalez. Super fun. The whole group there. Fall of the House of X. Pepe Larraz has done the A cover. And David Nakayama has done the connecting variant. Joshua Cassara has done the foreshadowing variant.
That's right. Wolverine is going to live with wolves. But he's foreshadowing.
Yeah. Alas, poor mutant kind. I killed them all.
She said I killed them well.
Sorry, I killed them well. I said all.
It does say
It
well.
says well.
Oh, okay.
I killed them well. Sorry.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well.
Yes, I know. I killed them well. I did. I did it wrong.
Botched the line.
I did. I butchered it.
I was just joking.
I didn't butcher them well, though, did I?
No, you did that. You butchered it well. No, actually, you did butcher it very well. videos.
I butchered it. Sorry, guys. The New Mutants,
I wasn't trying to correct you.
number
I honestly had
98.
no idea that's what it said. I just thought it was a missed opportunity.
That's why I butchered it.
Okay, now I'm confused. You really don't want me to understand this, do you?
I don't. I think that might be a ratio variant that didn't get a label. Because remember, nothing printed. All the labels I did last night.
Did not order that many of this to get a ratio
Well, I
variant.
don't know. And is my girl on front? And just realized it. So I don't know. Anyway, the dynamic debut of Deadpool is the beginning of the end for the New Mutants as Cable continues his reinvocation of the squad into his own paramilitary force. But their numbers are dwindling, and Richter's about to be the next member making his exit. Meanwhile, Deadpool makes his entrance, but he's not looking to join. He's been hired to kill Cable. With swords, guns, and an unstoppable mouth, this merc is set to make a big splash. But who is the new mystery woman riding to the rescue? Cable called and she came. Enter Domino. Prepare for high-octane mutant action from the bombastic 1990s. It's one of an all-time great Marvel comic books, boldly represented in its original form, ads and all. Reprinting New Mutants, 1983, number 98. And it's in foil.
Yeah, right.
Foil!
Awesome fall cover.
All right, it's time for Barkham Asylum. Who's a good boy?
I am.
Jester is. Well, he wants to be. Maybe he is. He's the Joker's dog, so of course he's funny, but his sense of humor is about to get put to the test. Because when the supervillains of Gotham get thrown into Arkham, their hench pets go to the maximum security pound known as Barkham Asylum. Being the clown prince of crime's dog doesn't win Jester any friends behind bars, especially after he gets a tough-talking stray cat named Penny tossed into lockup with him. But they'll have plenty to make friends and put on a talent show.
That's what you do when you're in jail.
Yehudi Mercado takes the dogs, cats, crocodiles, sharks, and other creatures of the DC universe on a whirlwind ride to be reunited with their people.
Alrighty.
Bruce Wayne Family Adventures. Excuse me, Batman Wayne Family Adventures. I can read. Bloodblade is issue number 2. But then we have Bungo Stray Dogs, presenting the first comic anthology of Bungo Stray Dogs, featuring an illustrious list of guest authors. These never-before tales told from the streets of Yokohama are packed with everything from gags to heartwarming moments in a charming collection that will leave you begging for more.
Don't believe it. Not easy for you to say.
Faust, Love of the Damned.
This is a lower cost reprint. Go ahead, you read it.
Beyond good and evil, a man seduced by power plunges into an underground urban hell dominated by madness and the mystical. Haunted by tortured love, he rages through primal hallucinations in a blood-drenched nightmare of attraction and repulsion, sex and death, revenge and reclamation. In 1987, the legendary creative team of David Quinn and Tim Vigil led 2 historic comic evolutions, comics for adults and independent creator-owned publishing. Influences of Faust, Love of the Damned reverberate across comics and media today.
Awesome, awesome stuff. Very, very sick. Tim Vigil, also a really nice man.
Friday at the Atelier. Emiko Tamiki is a female office worker who's exhausted with life, but when she goes up to someone collapsed on the street, she's surprised by his sudden request to model for him. The man turns out to be renowned artist Shizunzi Ishihara, and he wants her nude and covered in fish. It's not the most normal way to get to know someone, but it might be the start of something beautiful, or at least unpredictable.
You know, I have a few kinks, which we won't discuss here on video, but nude and covered in fish, not how I like my people.
There's a lot of new number 1 mangas this week. In a remote town dwells a man single-mindedly devoted to the slaughter of goblins, a man known as Goblin Slayer. Sharp as his focus may be, he cannot help but subtly influence the adventurers who come and go, changing and growing around him. Club Fighter, formerly Rookie Warrior, Supreme Gods Cleric, formerly Apprentice Cleric, and Hairfolk Hunter form a new party to take on new challenges, only to discover that there are some enemies they can't hope to defeat. Meanwhile, Priestess joins Female Knight, Witch, and High Elf Archer in an impromptu party and finds herself defending a besieged fortress from an unknown menace. Goblin Slayer, A Day in the Life. Okay, Did you notice that all of their names are what they are?
Yeah, you're kind of, ordained by birth. I
Club
think.
fighter, Supreme Gods cleric, formerly known as apprentice cleric. So he changed his name.
Well, he elevated. But I hate when an impromptu party suddenly turns into a besieging.
Hobtown Mystery Stories, the case of the missing men. Welcome to Hobtown, a charmingly bleak village, population 2006, in the hinterlands of Nova Scotia, 1996. It's an easy place to get bored or depressed if you don't make your own fun. Hobtown Regional's high top girl, Dana Nance, runs a teen detective club, a registered after-school program who makes it their business to investigate each and every one of their town's bizarre occurrences. Their small world of missing pets and shed fires is turned upside down when their real-life kid adventurer and globetrotter Sam Finch comes to town and enlists them in their first bona fide case, the search for his missing father. Something strange is going on, and no one in Hobtown will talk about it. It turns out Sam's dad is the 6th man to go missing this year. In the course of the teens' investigation, the seemingly innocuous hometown explodes into a terrifying world of pagan secret societies, psychic assaults, possible wee-man sightings, and homebrew behavior modifications gone horribly wrong. The rot runs deep in Hobtown, and it's up to the teen detectives and their associates to stay alive long enough to crack the case of the missing men. That is yours, by the way.
Well, I mean, I had to order it because of the whole. It looks like a Nancy Drew or a Hardy Boys book.
It does. Whew, there's another one. So I don't know how I can show this without. There we go. While the beautiful Princess Arwen selflessly delves into the dungeon searching for a way to save her kingdom, Matthew aimlessly wastes his days and her money on brothels and booze, causing trouble wherever he goes on the rough streets of Dungeon City. Matthew is scorned by everyone, except for Arwen. When it comes to her, Matthew's loyalty may run far deeper than his deplorable reputation lets on. Could his attitude be nothing more than a facade to hide the true lengths he would go to for the princess?
What's the name of
The
this?
Kept Man of the Princess Knight.
It's my life's goal to become a kept man.
Yes, I know.
It has not worked out.
He
very
will
well.
dream on many, many years from now. Okay, mysterious disappearances. Mysteries from another world. Mysteries aren't just secrets, they're objects. There is the elixir of the moon, which restores one youth. The song of another world, which must never be uttered aloud. The strange tales of the land of the immortals, which contains the testimony of those who have been spirited away. And now in Tokyo, these mysteries and more are reappearing in the form of urban legends. Burnt-out novelist Ogawa Suramaki and demon boy Ashtano Ren are out to collect as many as possible. But Sureku has a knack for not just finding, but triggering the magical effects of the mysteries. Will she survive her brush with the supernatural? Does the demonic Ren have other plans for her? Guess what?
Oh, it's embossed.
It's another new number one. My girlfriend's not here today. She'll follow you until you love her. Pent up and tired of her apathetic girlfriend, Ashayina Yuni turns to an anonymous online account to let it all out. It's just another day of...
Did you say anonymous or enormous or a combination of both?
Anonymous.
Okay. I really think it counted as a combination of both.
Okay, just another day of doom scrolling after class when Ashina gets swept away in conversation with a beautiful outgoing Taki. When Taki turns out to be following Ashina's private account, it's cute, right? Taki would never blackmail Ashina, right? With every new lie, the web of secrets and erotic desire grows even tighter. It's for older teens, by the way.
Well, it's not shrink wrapped.
It's not. My lovely dummy wife is a stone cold killer. It's on issue number 6.
Well, the manga gods really just crapped product out this week. Huh?
One Punch Man is on issue number 28. That's an easy title. That's like the easiest title in all of manga. One Punch Man.
One Piece, 2 words.
Oh, that's true. Okay. No game, no life. Number 1.
How is it?
This
Whoa,
is
whoa.
chapter 2, Eastern
How is
Union
it
arc.
chapter 2? Number 1. I'm so confused.
A world governed entirely by games does not favor a timid, powerless race like humanity, but it's perfect for the pair of legendary shut-in gamers. Sora and Shiru are now king and queen of Alikia, the last bastion of humanity. But saving a kingdom is no small task, and responsibility isn't a game either sibling claims to have a high score in. Good thing the allure of more challenging contests and sexy animal women is all the motivation they need to set their sights on a new conquest, humanity's powerful neighbor, the Eastern Union.
Is that where you go to get money? The Eastern Union?
Yes.
Eastern
Okay.
Union.
Sword Art Online
You cannot read that, even if it's number one.
regarding Ancrad.
But it's of multiple things. People know Sword Art Online. You don't have to read it.
It's maybe a game, but it's not something you play. The Yearning Fox Lies in the Wall. This is a new number one as well, right? Isn't it?
In the wall?
Yep. The Yearning Fox Lies in the Wall. That's what it says. Lies in the Wall. A supernatural BL romance from the creator of Turns Out My Online Friend is My Real Life Boss. It's 1920. And Curious Kiyu from the countryside has finally earned a spot at the top university in the nation's capital. Dun, dun, dun. What kind of relationship did Ozaki and Shirashu have, and what does it mean for Ozaki and Kayu? That's all you're going to get. You have to come in and read it yourself. Whew, Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian is not a number one. Neither is Witch Hat Ultier, which is on issue number 12, which, by the way, finishes us off for the week. Whew.
The manga gods really took a prep this week. But
You
anyway,
going to end the video, or we're just going to stand here and look at it?
well, I'm going to try to. I got to get to the right place. All right. Well, come in tomorrow. See whoever's here. Buy some books. Buy some manga, for God's sakes. Buy some spiders. We got plenty of spiders. Don't forget, buy one. If you bought Rook Exodus number 1, you get Rook Exodus number 2 for free. You can get them both tomorrow.
And hey, it's my birthday month.
It is her birthday month. There's sales going on.
Starting
tomorrow and
yeah.
going through the end of the month. There'll be a sign on the door. And I'm going to hit the end button. So see you all tomorrow.